Recently, I finally played my first Final Fantasy game, Final Fantasy 16, and the story and combat had me hooked from the beginning to the end. But the entire time I was playing it on stream, my chat kept telling me I needed to go and play one specific Final Fantasy game if I was really enjoying Final Fantasy 16 so much, and that was the Final Fantasy 7 Remake, which is not surprising considering how popular Final Fantasy apparently was and is to this day, but even more so with Rebirth just having been released. So I decided that I wasn't only going to play the game, but I was going to try and platinum it as well, because the challenge of taking on hard mode sounded like a lot of fun, even if I was really unprepared for how hard it was going to actually be. What? So in order to get the Platinum Trophy, I'm going to have to break it down into a few steps. 1. Complete the game on normal. 2. Do cleanup via chapter select. And 3. Beat it on hard mode. As you start the game, it throws you right into action where I quickly earn my first few trophies. Warming up, which is to win a battle. Weakened Resolve, which is to exploit an enemy's weakness. And Staggering Strat, which is to stagger an enemy. These 3 trophies were some basic combat trophies that you get for just playing the game. But hey, I will take them. In the game, we are playing as the one and only Cloud Strife, an ex-soldier first class. Cloud has been hired by a group who call themselves Avalanche, a group of eco-terrorists who are trying to save the planet by preventing the Shinra Electric Company from sucking out all of the planet's Mako with their reactors in Midgar. What is Mako, you ask? It's basically a condensed form of what the characters in the game call the live stream and the primary source of energy used by human beings throughout the world. And on our first mission with Avalanche, we are gonna get straight to trying to solve the problem by blowing up one of Shinra's reactors. Barrett, the leader of the crew, does not trust Cloud, and he doesn't fail to remind you of that fact constantly. But then you have Jesse, who is also part of the group, being just a little flirtatious towards Cloud. Of course, we are focused on the job, so we ignore Jesse's flirting and do just that. But before the mission is complete, we do run into our first boss, the Scorpion Sentinel, which, I'll be honest, was a cakewalk, but it did give me my first taste of what the game's combat was really going to be like, and it's something that I will eventually fall in love with. Yeah, Barrett! Coming in hot! Final Fantasy VII Remake has a very unique combat system where they kind of in a way mix action combat with a little bit of turn-based combat. So you actually get to switch between characters, issue commands, then go right back to whatever character you prefer or need. I won't lie, at first I was a little annoyed that hard mode was not available right from the beginning. This normal stuff was just too easy, but I was having a blast with the combat. I only wish that there was a way to just play hard mode right from the get-go. But in a way, I understand that they want you to get a hang of the combat first, but I'm not gonna lie, I like a good challenge. Anyways, we blow up the reactor and earn trophy number 4, one-time gig for completing chapter 1. We then have to escape back to our home base in sector 7, and by doing so earn trophy number 5, escape artist. And while escaping, Cloud runs into a lovely girl selling flowers named Arieth, who gives Cloud a free flower. How nice of her, right? But after she does, Cloud starts having a weird flashback of some dude named Sephiroth. I'm guessing at this point is Cloud's long-lost brother. I kid, alright? He is obviously the bad guy in the game. Anyways, we are then back at Sector 7 and Cloud is reunited with an old flame of his, Tifa. Jesse seems to have a thing for Cloud, but Cloud continues to act like he does not care. But you can tell he really does have real feelings for Tifa. Cloud follows Tifa around in Sector 7 while complaining about not being paid by Avalanche. And at this point, it seems like Avalanche is purposely trying to distract Cloud so that maybe he forgets about said payment. While doing the side missions, we get trophy number 6, gotta start somewhere, for completing a quest. We then quickly earn trophy number 7, materia for beginners, for leveling up an orb of materia. And then trophy number 8, bonds of friendship, for freeing a bound ally, which I can explain. You see, it's not my fault. Tifa let some weird monster give her a face hug. When the fight started out, I was gonna gonna take care of one and she was gonna take care of the other one, right? Teamwork. Well, something clearly went wrong, so I acted like a gentleman and I helped her out. But she probably should have used that dive kick a little more often. Time was flying by at this point in the game. It was like Tifa and Cloud were back to being best friends again, and we got trophy number 9, Mercenary of Endeavors, for completing chapter 3. And shortly after that, we get trophy number 10, my first ability for maxing out a weapon's proficiency, which we are going to have to do for every weapon in the game for every character for another trophy. Jessie then shows up to Cloud's apartment to see if Cloud wants to go out on the town with her. Not like that, okay? Not like that. She just needs help with a mission to steal some supplies needed to blow up yet another reactor. Cloud goes, but not because he thinks Jessie is cute, alright? Well, at least that's not the only reason. This mission would have been so easy if it was not for this dude named Roach, alright? Had he not decided to mess with us at the first of the mission during our motorcycle ride, where after I defeat him, he runs off and then has the nerves to show up again at the end of the mission for another fight in which I defeat him again.
Limit, we got him. He would probably be a lot harder on the hardest difficulty, huh?
And then he rides off yet again, but he did help us escape there at the end, so I cannot be too mad at him. He reminds me a lot of a friend I had in elementary school who would shoot spit wads at everybody just for the fun of it. After all of this, we earned trophy number 11, Night on the Town, by completing chapter 4. Moving on to chapter 5, and honestly, I don't remember much about this chapter other than I fought a boss, and while fighting a boss, earned trophy number 12, my first summons, for using a summon, and then getting trophy number 13, Plan E, for completing chapter 5. Oh, and I almost forgot, we are going to blow up another reactor. On to chapter 6, and I'm going to address the elephant in the room. Yes, I shaved my beard, okay? And yes, I know I look super weird, and yes, it was for a charity, alright? Now that that's out of the way, in chapter 6, we earn trophy number 14, the Cleanup Crew, for obtaining the Chocobo materia, and we complete the chapter earning trophy number 15, Lights Out.
Lights out. Chapter 6 done.
Now, here we are in chapter 7, ready to blow up this other reactor, and Shinra shows up, and we meet the first boss that actually gives me a challenge, the Airbuster.
Come on, Cloud.
Which, to be honest, I barely beat him, alright? Bosses are starting to get a little more difficult.
That was stressful. Oh, that was stressful. That was harder than I thought it would be.
Maybe I'm not ready for hard mode like I thought. Best to continue on. But before we take on the boss, I earned trophy number 16 in lockstep. We beat the boss in style, and just as we beat him, Cloud falls into an old abandoned church while earning trophy number 17 for completing chapter number 7. And guess who just happens to be in the abandoned church we fall into? The flower girl, Arieth. Was this fate or just luck? Anyways, we follow Arieth back to her home in the Sector 5 slums. She shows us around by having us complete some more quests. Let's go! I love side quests. Not really, but...
No way, dude. This is like fucking stupid as shit. No!
We complete a bunch of quests for Arieth, and we quickly earn trophy number 18, Summon Slayer, for defeating a summon in battle, and we play a mini game which is basically Final Fantasy VII Remake's version of Whack-A-Mole, and earn trophy number 20, Crate Annihilator, which was actually pretty fun. I cannot complain about this specific side mission.
I wanted snow, but I didn't get it.
Say it with flowers, trophy right there, let's go! Chapter 8 was a long chapter due to all the side missions, but we eventually meet up with Arieth on the outskirts of town and earn trophy number 21, Reunited, for completing chapter 8. Chapter 9 was even longer because there are more side quests, and I have to make sure I do certain things in a certain order to get a trophy for eventually getting all the dresses in the game, which means I will be playing through chapter 9 multiple times. Part of the main quest in chapter 9 is going to the Colosseum, where I would encounter a boss named the Hell House that would come back to haunt me in my hard mode playthrough, and we'll save that one for later. While doing side missions in chapter 9, I earned trophy number 22, Music Collector. We then have to do a dance off to get Cloud one of his 3 dresses and get trophy number 23, Snappy Dresser, for getting 3 of the 9 dresses, and we complete chapter 9 39 to get trophy number 24, Never the Bride. We then make quick work of chapters 10 through 13 to get trophy number 25, Sewer Survivor, for completing chapter 10, trophy number 26, Paranormal Investigator, for completing chapter 11, trophy number 27, The Collapse, for completing chapter 12, and trophy number 28, Broken Dreams, for completing chapter 13. At this point in the game, normal mode was getting pretty easy again, and I was flying through these chapters, which is not going to be the case in hard mode. So to save some time, because I really want to talk about some of these bosses in hard mode, we're going to speed things up a little bit to get to hard mode. Next came trophy number 29, Divine Gratitude, trophy number 30, Picking Up the Pieces, for completing chapter 14, trophy number 31, The Pizza in the Sky, for completing chapter 15, trophy number 32, No Appointment Needed, for completing chapter 16. We go on to the last two chapters, which are by far my favorite because it is just boss fight after boss fight after boss fight. It feels like you fight 6 bosses in the span of 1 hour. We then earn trophy number 33, Emerging from the Chaos, for completing chapter 17, and trophy number 34, Destiny's Crossroads, for completing chapter number 18. Destiny's Crossroads! Let's go! Alright, normal playthrough is done. I did not realize what was in store for me at this point, but before hard mode, I needed to do some cleanup trophies first. Trophy number 35, Staggering Feet, which I got by going into the fight simulator and fighting the fat chocobo, getting it staggered, and then using True Strike with Tifa.
There we go! Staggered feet, let's go! Easy one.
Trophy number 36, Heavenly Dart Player, which is another minigame that I actually had a lot of fun with. Again, you are basically throwing darts. I got the high score in 6 darts. Top of the leaderboard, baby. Next up, trophy number 37, Biker Boy, which I had to go back to chapter 4 to get and play the motorcycle minigame again and finish the minigame with at least 85% health. Also, it was actually another pretty fun trophy.
Yo, Biker Boy, I got it! Oh, I got it.
Trophy number 38, Returning Champion, emerged victorious from the Colossus sparring session. Next up, trophy number 39, Sultan of Squat, which I beat on the hardest difficulty first try. I've always been great at squats. I have the glutes of steel.
Let's go! Don't come back. Let's go, dude. 52.
Let's go, Sultan of Squat. Yeah. Trophy number 40, Best in the Business, for completing all the quests in the game. Let's go! This one felt good. This one felt real good. Next up, trophy number 41, Dancing Queen. That is right, your boy here has moves. I mastered the dancing minigame and got the high score. Let's go! Trophy number 42, Whack-a-Box Wonderkind, which I headed back to the Whack-a-Mole game on the hard difficulty, which was actually a little bit of a challenge and took me a couple tries to get. Trophy number 43, Paralysis of Pull-Ups. The pull-ups. This one took me some time. I am the master of the squats, but not the pull-ups. This one was a hard one, but I came out on top and earned the trophy. Trophy number 44, the Johnny Experience, which is basically running into this Johnny dude randomly throughout the game. As long as you follow the mission, it's not one that can be easily missed. Trophy number 45, Building Character, getting a character to level 50, which this one was a grind. I just kept replaying the first part of chapter 16. Building character, let's go! Trophy! This was also a good time to level up all my materia I would need for hard mode. Trophy number 46, Intelligence Agents, for completing all the battle intels. Trophy number 47, That's the Smell, for defeating a Marlboro in the fight simulator, which is one that was not easy by any means. This one definitely took me a few tries. Trophy number 48, Master of Mimicry. You get this one for learning 4 different enemy skills. The last one I needed to learn was from the Marlboro, which guess what? The first time I defeated him, I forgot to learn the skill. So I had to go back through the 5 rounds to get it again, which to learn an enemy skill, you need to have a certain materia equipped and then let the enemy hit you with that attack you want to learn. And this one happened to be Bad Breath. So I needed to let Marlboro breathe on me.
Master of Mimicry! Mimicry, let's go! I don't even care! Let's go!
Next up, trophy number 49, Dressed for the Nines. I finally got all 9 dresses. This one was my least favorite trophy because I had to play chapters 3, 8, and 9 multiple times, which just seems so unnecessary and so time consuming, but hey, it is what it is. It seems like every platinum trophy has one of those trophies that it's just like, oh, I really have to do this one. One thing I want to point out about hard mode is that it really made me have to learn the combat and understand the materia and actually get good at the game. In normal mode, I barely even paid attention to what equipment or materia I had equipped at the time, and I was just able to push my way through all the boss fights. But in hard mode, all that stuff matters. Playing through hard mode and learning all these things really made me appreciate the game a lot more. There's nothing better than feeling like things are clicking during combat. You're using each character the way they are meant to be used, and you understand not only the enemy strengths and weaknesses, but you also understand the character strengths and weaknesses. Before hard mode, I liked the game. After hard mode, I loved the game. Moving on, I meet my first roadblock in hard mode fighting Hell House, who I mentioned before. Hell House, this guy is a mother. Not only did he have more health and do more damage, right at the first of the fight, Tonberries spawn, and if you don't know what a Tonberry is, I hope you never have to meet one. They look like these cute little creatures, but do not be deceived. They one-shot you, and you would think that with them being small, they would be easy to kill, but no. They have a ton of health. This made the fight exponentially harder.
Damn it, dude! What a fucking piece of fuck, dude! It's just so stupid. So stupid! These Tonberries, man.
And then on top of that, just to put a little cherry on top, towards the end of the fight, when you think you are close to winning, in spawns more enemies. Like, come on, man. This is not even a final boss, alright?
Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh no, this isn't good. No, get the fuck off me! No, I'm dead, I'm dead, I'm dead, I'm done. No! Oh, dude! This is a bunch of bullshit! See, look, I have him staggered, and it's going into a cutscene, dude! What? It's going into a cutscene! What? How am I down to 0 health? What the f just happened? Yes! Let's go! This is the one!
I managed to get past it, but I was fuming. And the next boss I want to talk about probably had me fuming even more. Elor. Talk about a boss that runs from the fight and cheats. Yes, that's right, he cheats. Well, not really, it just feels like it to me, alright? He uses this ability called Reflect, that if you try and heal a teammate, it just heals him because it reflects off your teammate onto him, which is a bunch of BS. I had to use an ability called Prayer to be able to heal myself and teammates. And he also has an attack that also one-shots you and just flies away from you.
Eva! Would you stop, huh? Oh! Oh! I hate stupid difficulty. I think I'm more flustered with this fight more than Hell House. Oh, you wake up, you can't cast spells. Oh gosh. Oh, and he's got a barrier. Oh, he's got a barrier. Imagine that.
I was at my breaking point at this point. But why are we here, Myers? We're here to get this platinum trophy. Lock it in. And that is what I did. I locked it in. And we got past him.
Jeez, that was so easy. Where was the first try, baby? Woo!
And at this moment in chat, someone planted a seed in my mind by telling me that there is an item I can get from beating a secret boss gauntlet in the simulator called Pride and Joy. What do we have here? Beating this boss is also a trophy boss, so I knew I needed to do it, but I had not heard about this item. This item gives you your ultimate ability, which is your limit break at the start of each fight, and you gain that back more rapidly than normal as you continue the fight. So you could potentially get 2 limit breaks in one fight. Say what? For real? And you guys have waited until right now to tell me about this, where we're getting to the end of hard mode? Why had nobody told me such a thing? I could have used this. I was going for this item. A big mistake. I was not ready whatsoever. This boss gauntlet absolutely crushed me. I spent a total of 10 hours attempting to get past this boss gauntlet, and I am not even over exaggerating. Literally 10 hours. But if you know me, you know I'm pretty hard-headed, so I was going to continue to try and try and try until I finally won. This boss gauntlet has 5 rounds. First round was Shiva, who was difficult, but I learned to get past her without taking any damage. Shiva! Defeated! Round 2 was Fat Chocobo, which was probably even easier than Shiva. Boom! There we go. Round 3, this is where things got real. Round 3 was the Leviathan, who had my number and was not calling me to take me out on the town for a good time. This is only round 3. What is going on? This boss gauntlet is nuts. Look at that! That was really good! That was really good. That was a really good run. Well, if I thought round 3 was hard, welcome to round 4, where you get to fight Bahamut, and guess what? It is your lucky day. If his health gets to halfway, he summons in Ifrit to help him out. Oh boy, just what I wanted. This was miserable. I had no answer for this one. To be honest, with him, my trick was just getting good and memorizing the fight, keeping him pressured to try to make it so that he did not summon Ifrit. But I was unable to accomplish that. Gosh, no. No! No! Son of a bitch! So I had to defeat Ifrit as well, which was also difficult, but I don't know if I was just getting better or if the bosses were getting easier. But after I was able to get past Bahamut and Ifrit and on to Pride and Joy, I beat Pride and Joy after the 4th or 5th time getting to him. But remember, anytime you die during any of the rounds, you have to start over. So yeah, 10 hours of my life in that, but I finally defeated and I earned trophy number 15, the ultimate weapon, and received the item that was a game changer. And I'm probably gonna butcher this name, the Gutterdammerung. Let's go! Ultimate weapon! And oh boy, was it a game changer. I quickly after that trophy earned trophy number 51, Weapons Expert, and then trophy number 52, Disc Jockey. From here on out, the rest of the hard mode bosses were pretty easy. I beat them in one, some of them 2 tries. The 10 hours of me banging my head against my controller paid off. I was at the end of the hard mode playthrough. Chapter 18 with 2 bosses remain, the Whispers and Sephiroth. Which I don't mean to be anticlimactic, but I beat both of these bosses on my first try thanks to having my limit break at the start of each fight. But they were both really fun fights, especially the epic fight with Sephiroth. It for sure was not easy. And there were a couple times that he almost defeated me, but I think it was more than just having the limit break that helped me finish this hard mode. It was that 10 hours I spent trying to beat the Pride and Joy gauntlet that forced me to learn the game's combat in a more complex way, and things were just clicking for me. I was evolving. The gamer himself was leveling up, which at the time, it is a shame it took me this long to fully grasp the combat and use it to its full potential. I was having a ton of fun, and this was the moment I really came to appreciate the combat of this game. Absolutely love it, and I want more, and maybe there will be more in the future. Sephiroth was defeated. The Platinum Trophy is mine. 49, trophy number 53, hardened veteran for beating the game on hard mode, and then trophy number 54, master of fate. This platinum felt so good. Let's go. I'll be honest though, I went into this thinking it was going to be a cakewalk, this Final Fantasy game, but I was taken by surprise by how much fun the combat system was and by how hard mode and some of these bosses were. This is the platinum trophy that you have to earn. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please check out my other platinum videos.